Hello, my people. Thank you so much for being with me again in this live section. So let us actually take a look at what is going on. Like I told you guys, I'll keep updating you guys about NNAMDI Kanu's court case. Now, this is almost 10 days to NNAMDI Kanu's court case, which is going to begin on this month, June. So this is 10 days to this is 10 days, and after 10 days, it's going to arrive court, which is this month, June 2025. So, many people have been coming out to talk about NNAMDI Kanu, about the freedom of NNAMDI Kanu. Like I told you guys, even a popular video of where NNAMDI Kanu was seen, a popular video of where women, like Igbo women, we are seeing carrying the picture of NNAMDI Kanu. They were carrying it and we are parading, saying that they need to free NNAMDI Kanu. Now, we all know that NNAMDI Kanu's victory is already assured. Yes, this man's victory is already assured. In fact, they have sealed it that NNAMDI Kanu is going to come out this time around. He's no longer continuous detention or still trying to keep him under continuous detention, because even the judge said that the DSS witnesses were lying against NNAMDI Kanu after the evidence was being played in court, and they found out that the DSS were lying. And now the question is, what punishment should we give the DSS for false witnessing against NNAMDI Kanu? It has already been written that NNAMDI Kanu is going to be free, even the way the matter is going, in court. For me, I don't know for other people, but for me, I feel that the judge, NNAMDI Kanu, has found favor in the sight of the judge, because everything that is going on in court within his trial, it has been favoring him. We've not been hearing of any bad thing, we've been hearing that, okay, the judge is solidly behind him. Even when the DSS witness were testifying against him, saying this and that, and the judge was like, the DSS witness just said a lie. Well, after watching the video evidence, he now found out that what they said is a lie. That's why he had to make it that NNAMDI Kanu, he had to say that NNAMDI Kanu won the trial to trial. NNAMDI Kanu won it because of the judge has found that the DSS witnesses were lying. And sometimes I keep asking myself, since they've already gathered enough evidence, the witnesses have already brought off enough evidence, is the evidence not enough? Because we've seen countless witnesses, that DSS witnesses have been coming to court, and these people are coming with cases false cases, like they're coming with false witness, false evidence. None of the things they're saying in court is true. And I'm beginning to ask, how much more witnesses are they going to bring to say that, okay, let them come and testify against NNAMDI Kanu? Since the how many they have brought, whether 6 or 7 that they have brought, are saying rubbish about NNAMDI Kanu, which is all a lie. And the judge, they all know that, okay, the DSS witnesses are lying, and that's why they had to give NNAMDI Kanu the victory that day, saying that he has won the trial within trial, that he has won the trial within trial examination. And when I tell you guys that the victory is already here, NNAMDI Kanu's victory is already here. Some of you don't understand it. His victory is already here. Many people who are planning to mock NNAMDI Kanu and Simon Ekpa, their downfall have already started, because everybody is already seeing the victory of what is really going to happen. So guys, I want you guys to just listen to what this man have to say about NNAMDI Kanu, that his victory has already been sealed and his freedom will be all await. Guys, take a look at this.
It is 10 days till the next day of the trial of NNAMDI Kanu, and we are here to say that as we wait in anticipation for the commencement of that trial, it is worthy to note of the successes recorded so far, and of the events that are going to pave the way for the next few days, because you know that the judge himself gave 6 days for this case to be rounded up, and specifically he charged the prosecution that they should stop playing games. They should stop playing games. Their excessive I don't knows, and their consistency in bringing in new evidence to distract, prolong, or frustrate this case should be stopped, because the judge, Omotosho, is not having any gimmicks in his courtroom. And that led to the last day of the trial inside trial and the whole drama that happened, because they were trying to smuggle in a new evidence of a proposed interview done in the DSS dungeon of Nnamdi Kanu. If that evidence had passed, it would have done a grave damage to Nnamdi Kanu's chances of not only securing bail, but of winning the case. But as God will have it, the lawyers objected to it, and the judge had to subject it to a trial within trial, of which Nnamdi Kanu won it. Having said that, rising up from this victory, the next step is to consolidate on the victory. As you know, any victory needs to be celebrated and also consolidated. And the best way to consolidate this victory is by securing bail for Nnamdi Kanu. It is time for the lawyers to rise up and demand this bail. The prosecution has spent their time demanding and making demands as if the court belongs to them. They forgot that the court doesn't belong to anybody. And the judge himself is under pressure. The world is watching. That is why Kanu Agabi and Co. should rise up on that day and demand bail for these reasons. One, the judge has acknowledged that the testimony given by the DSS was done under duress, was done without his lawyer, and in fact was not done with his consent. Having acknowledged this, it is obvious that this man has been treated very inhumanly in that dungeon. In fact, not has been, is been. Having established that fact, the next step is to apply for a bail or apply for him to be transferred to the appropriate facility. Yes. In the meantime, he should be applied. He should be transferred. If you cannot grant him bail, either you apply to grant him bail or you apply for him to be sent to the appropriate facility where he can be treated like a human being. Having established the fact that he is not receiving proper treatment in the DSS dungeon, why should he still be kept there? It is time for Nnamdi Kanu to leave the dungeon. It is time for Nnamdi Kanu to leave the cell. It is time for Nnamdi Kanu to be free. I'm calling on Kanu Agabi and all the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu to immediately activate the option, to activate the bail, start making concrete moves to remove that man from the DSS dungeon by any means, by any legal means appropriate that they can find in their books. Because it's obvious the trial so far has favored Nnamdi Kanu. There has been no argument, there has been no statement made in the court that does not favor him. Somebody you accuse of being a terrorist, but up till today, you have not produced any documents, any evidence, anything to prove that fact. And we have spent how many hours, how many days in the court? Could it be that this is just a personal warfare? Because before you arrest a criminal, you should have evidence. So the lawyers should persuade the judge immediately they don't have anything on this man for years. Why are you keeping him? You don't have anything on somebody, and every day you is in your cell doing what? That is a kidnap or an abduction. Because before you hold somebody in a cell or facility, that person must be liable, culpable to some crime, or suspicious of an activity that you can prove, or you have no business holding the person in the first place. Why are you holding him? What are you doing in your cell? What's his offense? You must show it. If not, leave. So the judge should know this. So the lawyers should stand up and say it. Remember, Kanu Agabi, remember, it is not the judge's business to prognose in prosecution and defense. It is your job as a lawyer to point out any misnomer, any abnormality going on in the case to the judge. and the judge will now give a decision upon it. So point it out that so far, Oga Judge, these people have not yet shown sufficient reason why they are in this court with me. These people are busy wasting the time of the court. That is exactly what you should say. Why are you keep on holding on to a man, bringing him out to court every day, every court day, and you have nothing to say? The witness, the masked witnesses that you masked them, people were hoping they had things to say. People were hoping that they had the whole world to say. That was why they were wearing masks. Ended up saying nothing for all the time they're coming to court. In fact, they've been saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. They have nothing to say. So why are they keeping Kanu? Is there any document that proves that has nailed this man as a terrorist? 1. 2, is there any document that has tied him to the murder of anybody, both Ahmed Gulako or anybody at all in Nigeria? 3, is there any document that has proven that he has made somebody, coerced somebody to carry out any crime or any murder on his behalf? So far, they've asked the witness, he said he don't know. The lawyer in charge does not know. So what do you know about NNAMDI Kanu that will leave him in your hands? Please, immediately, this man should not more be in the cell. 10 days countdown to NNAMDI Kanu's court case. This is the 10th day, and we are doing a countdown on release NNAMDI Kanu immediately. Today is the 10th. We'll be here again to say the 9 until we get to the final day, pressuring the lawyers, pressuring the court to do everything possible to release this innocent man. I say innocent because there is no evidence to prove so far. So far, no evidence. But Kanu has shown evidence why he should be released sufficiently. Example, why will you coerce a man to write a statement that the man actually himself did? In quotes, I did something wrong. Why are you forcing me to write what I did that is wrong? I know what I did that is wrong. I will just write it for you. By the time you start forcing me to write it, it means that I didn't do it. And you are forcing me in an interview to write these things. You say for me, I write. You say for me, I write. That shows I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And the judge should take it in cognizance in giving the judgment. Simple. Write what? Oh, you're the one telling me what to write now. That means you know. I don't know about all those things. Even the names you search, put this name, put that name, put this name, put that name. If I did these things you said, why are you now the one telling me to write all these things? I've always said it.
So my people, you guys have listened to what this man said in this video. The first thing is that why would the DSS even come with false witnessing? That's the thing. They're always false. That they're just bringing evidence that is not true against this man. By the way, NNAMDI Kanu has proved a lot of evidence to them to show that he is not guilty of anything that they're accusing him of. He has never done any of it. NNAMDI Kanu keep telling them all these things people are doing. I didn't do it. These people went ahead by putting him in pressure. The DSS were telling one Mr. Brown, according to NNAMDI Kanu, he said one Mr. Brown forced him, saying that if it doesn't write exactly what they want him to write in that paper, they're going to deny him 1 hour airtime. I'm sure you guys understand what the man was trying to say. These people have looked for every opportunity to buy this innocent man, but they couldn't see. And NNAMDI Kanu said he was bleeding and writing at that particular time. They were putting him under pressure. That the thing he wrote there was not himself. He didn't write it because they actually put him under pressure. NNAMDI Kanu went as far as complaining about his medical health. They didn't provide him any doctor until when they now saw that it was now so critical. That's when they immediately rushed to go and bring doctor for him. And every time I've seen several cases where the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu, that's Aloy Ejimako, he came out saying that there was a time that the DSS denied them access to see Nnamdi Kanu, and also there's a time that they denied him medical checkup. The lawyer said it, and many Nigerians were saying, feeling that okay, all these things are not true, it's not possible, but it was true. Nnamdi Kanu has had to reveal it to the court that these DSS people denied him medical service, they denied him access to his lawyers as well as his family. This is what is going on. This is really, really bad. Like, this is actually bad. But if you look at the case that is going on, if you look at Nnamdi Kanu's court case, the way it is going and the way we are seeing, all I can see is victory. I don't know for other people, but all I can see is victory. Now, there's this video I saw online that really shocked me. I'm going to share it with you guys now. I saw this video of Igbo women who we are seeing carrying placards of Nnamdi Kanu in the streets, and they were protesting, and not only protesting, they were also praying that they should free Nnamdi Kanu, that they should free Biafra. That is when I now have to understand that it is not we, the citizens, that are the problem, but the Nigerian government, the Southeast governors are the problem. Like these women we are seeing so happy, saying they should release Nnamdi Kanu today. I saw that video and I was so happy because Nnamdi Kanu still have supporters who are always at his back. To be honest, I saw that and I was so happy. This to tell you that all the things that the DSS witnesses are doing is not going to, all the things they're trying to bring this man down, because in everything they're trying to do is just to bring him down. All the whole false witnesses they have been saying against these people started lying. The fact, let me even tell you, let me not shock you guys. This is when I knew that the DSS witnesses were lying. When they asked them how many years has he been in detention, they said that they don't know. And before the first team asked DSS witnesses that question, they've already come out to introduce themselves, saying that they have worked as a DSS officer for 27 years. Someone who works for DSS, as a DSS officer for 27 years, doesn't know that Nnamdi Kanu has been in continuous detention for so long. This is show that this is just a lie. They're just trying to lie. And that is just enough evidence to tell the judge that, okay, the DSS witnesses are lying. Now, see another place they came. Now, the defense team now asked them, were you aware that Nnamdi Kanu was put in an underground cell? This is now when the DSS witness said that they are not aware. And I'm not beginning to wonder, you said you've worked 27 years with DSS and you're not aware of the other things that is going on. You know what it means to work with DSS for 27 years, meaning you've been there for a very long time and you're not aware that he was put in an underground cell. The DSS witness said that he's not aware. You can imagine that. You can imagine that. He went as well as saying that to show you what he went as well as saying that Eastern Security Network is a violence group, but their metacos is a group that is under the law. But yes, Eastern Security Network is not under the law. And Nnamdi Kanu told them pop and plain, for people who still don't understand what Eastern Security Network is all about, is a group that was made in order to protect our mothers. That's what Nnamdi Kanu told you, that these people don't have a house. So this Eastern Security Network, they don't have a house. They live in the bush, in the forest. There's this video I saw online, and I saw this Eastern Security Network where they were marching, doing their parade, praying. I think yes, they were also praying. They were reciting their item. They were reciting and singing their national anthem. Now, when I saw that video, I was like, what Nnamdi Kanu said is true. Like he said, these people don't have a house. They reside in the forest. And they're always there to protect our mothers who go to farm. Because just take for instance that the Eastern Security Network are not around. The Fulani people who deal with the Southeast people. So because of Nnamdi Kanu and the thing he has organized, that's why you see that this Fulani terrorist is very hard. Even if it's just the crime activities in the Southeast is lesser. When it comes to this Fulani terrorist, is lesser than in the North. In the North, they are dealing with them because they have accepted and decided to accommodate them. When Nnamdi Kanu warned them from the beginning that you and these people are not one, they said we are one. What is he talking about? What is this Igbo man talking about? We are one. What does he mean? And now they're the ones crying. The political people are not running away. Just like a video I saw where these people were running away, they were leaving their community. They were calling their children at the back and they were running away. for their life. They have automatically left their community for total strangers. This is so bad. And this is what NNAMDI KANU has been warning from beginning, but people just refuse to learn. Anyway, guys, I want you guys to just listen to this this broadcast of NNAMDI KANU where he was talking about Fulani terrorists, that when he was warning the Hausa people that you are Fulani are not one, but they refused to listen. He went as well as also warning the Yoruba that they should be careful, tell their governors not to sell your land to Fulani people, but they refuse to listen. Now they are the ones crying out in social media. So guys, take a look at this video and I'll be right back.
Fulani can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Had you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad, there is no way that Fashoranti's daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say, enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying something about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them. Do you know why Borno State is still alive? Why you still have the Kanuri people in Borno today? Was because they resisted the Fulani centuries ago. You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia. They are now in Okigwe. And you're asking us to somehow fold our hands and keep quiet because of 2023, because one idiot is going to come out to become a president, because of that rubbish, because of that nonsensical notion, we should fold our hands and wait until we are overrun by the Janjaweed from the Sahel. Is that how reasonable people think? Is that how people that wish to survive as a race, is that how they reason? It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulanis have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you. In 2014, 2015, 2016, they said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World Igbo Congress that this war you are boarding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Mietiana is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you, we are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It doesn't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the world that everything is okay in the zoo called Nigeria. But you and I know that the zoo is not okay. You and I know the game plan of the Fulani. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. And that's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain, you do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who's going to drive them away from there? It's not the Yoruba youths. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They say they support Akeredolu. This is the governor of Ondo State. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kanu. Are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they work very hard, they build houses, they build mansions, they develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. I want some of you who have had your breakfast this morning, please go to your fridge or go to where you keep your beverages and you will see pig milk. Pig. Some of us were raised on pig milk. For how many years now? And you keep asking yourself, what is pig milk? Pig milk is the same milk that the cows produce in Holland can be produced in the zoo. Tell me the country in the world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century, moving cattle from place to place, telling me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shame. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you embrace serious mess. You are in one almighty trouble, I'm telling you. People are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce carnation milk in Kanu? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them. All this nonsense we are hearing today in this so-called one, I want to tell you the dangers of one Nigeria. All this nonsense you're hearing today about one Nigeria, Fulani in our forest, Fulani in our village, before the white man came, did you see Fulani moving their cattle all over the place? Did we not have meat to eat? They will answer these questions for you. Because sometimes in Africa we don't reason very well. The way we reason is disjointed. I can't understand for the life of me why instead of them to waste all that money arming and equipping this Janjaweed army Mijetiala to come and conquer you and I, why don't they open a milk factory somewhere in the north and bring the milk down south? I'm sure Southerners will buy it. After all, pig milk comes all the way from Holland. Pig milk all the way from Holland. Now you understand it. Because of the way you people reason. Why can't you produce? Is it difficult to produce milk? The same milk that comes out naturally from the udder of the cow. Why can't you can it somewhere, pasteurize it, and send it to people to eat, to drink, or to do whatever with? All over the world, that is what is happening. In fact, they produce so much milk in Europe that they pour it away. Why can't you do the same thing? A whole president claiming they are in the 21st century are supporting a very primitive practice of moving cattle from place to place. All of you, you're not ashamed of yourselves. You have no shame. As somebody will say, your shame is shaming me. I'm telling you, you people from the zoo, I'm ashamed of your ignorance and stupidity. You people are hopeless, completely hopeless. One day I want you to come and say, we are intellectuals. And you're moving cattle from Kafanchan to Ahoda. You are intellectuals. You are intellectualizing. You are in the 21st century, you are moving cattle, driving cattle, Nama, from over 3.
When Buhari started this his agenda, NNAMDI KANU was the first person that pointed it out. He was the first person that told Nigerians, had alerted Nigerians to what is coming. Nobody believed him until eventually Buhari now exposed himself. And you started seeing Nigerians now providing their own security, from Amateku to Ebubago that never was in Imo State and all the rest of them. It was under Buhari's word that you saw all these terrorists. NNAMDI KANU alerted us. Go and check. It was this revelation that angered Buhari. That was why he started his DSN in the South to protect the Igbos. So it was not easy because the first port of call would have been in the Southeast. That Buhari felt that we are too stubborn, that he's going to deal with us another. NNAMDI KANU took preemptive steps to protect the Igbos in the Southeast. So this thing angered Buhari because they were not easy to penetrate as they planned. That was why they put him in Kula and they used them. Ask yourself, what is that thing that is so special in him?
But evil will come back to haunt you. All of you never knew that IPOB and this Biafran movement was for your liberation. Some of you saw maybe the oil and gas from Biafra land. If they go now, we'll have access to oil and gas. In the process of having your eyes fixated on oil and gas, your forest is gone. Do you understand it? There is nothing more precious in life than freedom. Freedom is very important. And I need you to understand this very morning. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? They're saying we are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. Look at what they're doing in the East. In the East, they come to the East, I will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. I saw Joseph Okadu did that law, Banta. They have taken it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Hope of them are prove to us that you are our stooge. Give us land in Olo. Hope of them will give them land in Olo. We can go and kill people in Obibo. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer a misery. But see, they come down to the south. They tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you're one Nigerian. That was why Obioso was talking rubbish. Was yesterday or 2 days ago. Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Typical black people. Any revolution that is coming now, you must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo. Oh, you're Yoruba. Oh, you're from Urobo. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the president in 2023. Ask yourself, all of them that have been president from time immemorial, what benefit has it brought to you as a human being? Absolutely nothing. So you have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. You look at them now, how they have now descended on Yoruba people, asking them to concede, give us your forest, we must graze, we must do this, we must do that. And slowly before your eyes, they are giving in, they are capitulating, they are allowing them to go, if you don't give it to us, Tinubu will not be president in 2023. Tinubu won't be the president. That's what I'm saying to you. And foolishly you will agree and hand over your land to them. And once they take your land over from you, look at Hausa. Because there is a saying where we come from. If you want to know what your life is going to become in the future, look at Hausa people. If you want to understand or appreciate, I will say, the life that you are about to bequeath to your children and grandchildren, look at Hausa people. Is there any Hausa governor today? Is there any Hausa emir? Is there land though? Katsina is Hausa land. Kanu is Hausa land. Sokoto is Hausa land. The Hausa people own it, indigenous to those areas. I'm asking you this question. Is there any Hausa man who's an emir in the north? The answer is no. Something's going to happen to you. If you don't rise up now to break, I'm not even asking people to break this rule. Demand for what rightfully belongs to you, your freedom. The freedom to decide. The freedom to write a constitution if you prefer. The freedom to live with whoever you want to live with. That is what we are asking for. But most people misunderstood what we are saying. And today,
I used to hear my Igbo brother claiming the reason why NNAMDI KANU is still being held in captive is because he's an Igbo man. Before I proceed on that, all my claim in this video, they are allegedly. When I know they can't control day. My Igbo brothers, those of you that think the reason why they are holding NNAMDI KANU in captive till date is because he's an Igbo man, that is not true. I have 3 reasons why they are still holding NNAMDI KANU, but those reasons are allegedly. Now, my number 1 reason is when NNAMDI KANU was fighting for freedom, he was not just fighting for himself and his family. He was fighting for the whole Nigeria. He was opening a lot of Nigerian eyes to reality, making them to know the secrets of our oppressors. If it's that NNAMDI KANU was fighting for himself and his tribe, he therefore not even pay attention. But NNAMDI KANU was fighting for Yoruba, he was fighting for Middle Belt, he was fighting for Cross River, he was fighting for Edo, he was fighting for all tribes in Nigeria, apart from one particular tribe, where if you say that them they hold us captive till date. And when he was doing all of that, they definitely know say if people don't even believe him then, in future they go believe him. Now waiting they happen, people don't they believe him. Ideology of NNAMDI KANU, all of us don't they dance to him. So these people don't already see him since. That is why they hold him down. And they know if they release this man, it go cause more trouble, it go cause more eyes opening to a lot of people, to them. So that is why they are still holding him. That is my number 1 reason. Remember, allegedly. My second reason is because no matter what they do this man is not backing down. Negotiation, torture, whatsoever names, which name they never call him, is not still backing down. So he's a stubborn person. Now let me give one example. This guy, Sunday Igboho, was one of the people that are fighting for Yoruba Nation too. But when hand touch and waiting happen, allegedly, maybe they don't negotiate with him now. In don't they dance to their tune. He doesn't care about Yoruba people anymore. Whether I like him or not, this man here did not care about Yoruba anymore because he cannot withstand the torture whether they give him a kukuma dance to their tune. Now there is a woman doing that work now. We be saying don't go far. We no be Sunday Igboho, but people think Sunday Igboho is the one pushing. No, Sunday Igboho is not pushing anything. There is a woman in Yoruba land that is pushing so hard to liberate Yoruba people from their oppressor. I no go call the woman name. The Yoruba we really know about Yoruba know the woman why they talk about. But this woman have go far. But this guy here have retreated. He has surrendered, but pretending to still be working with Yoruba people. Allegedly. Now my third reason is due to some of my Igbo brothers. Some of my Igbo brothers are the reason why NNAMDI KANU is still being held captive. And here's the reason why I said that. Now, many tribes don't fuck up for Igbo side many centuries ago or many years ago. And unknowingly to a lot of us, we did this century. And a lot of us, we did this century, now we can't know the reason why NNAMDI KANU they fight. Now, a lot of us are ready to work with Igbo people, but a lot of Igbos are not helping the situation. The only way where NNAMDI KANU can be released easily is if many tribes start coming together and start pushing for his release. But as long as say now some group of people they fight for his release, they won't release him. Even many Igbos are not fighting for his release. Many Igbos are just making money for his capture. If he says some of my Igbo brothers can just forget about history, let's come together, work on how they go release that man. Therefore don't release him. But they are not doing that. What you see is, oh, Benue people did this one, 1970. Yoruba this one, this one. That one did this one. Now these same people, well, now the few say, they attack. Now we still come together, push for the release of NNAMDI KANU, which some of the people are doing already. Because all this one, whether the whole NNAMDI KANU, anything will make the government release NNAMDI KANU, this country go surely divide. They know it. That is why they distract us with history. We be saying, now them go hide them all this while. Now they can't release those history because they know say it go cause chaos among us. And most of them are even propaganda from these same people. Igbo coup, Yoruba coup, Hausa coup, whatsoever coup, all those things now distraction. Be smart in this country so that we go get our freedom very quick. Even if all tribe in Nigerians are not one, which is true, we can still work together to push for his release. Anyway, make I not talk too much. For those of you that really understand the video, I know now understand. And for those of you now we understand, we go still pretend as if say una no understand, we una go still they insult me. It's okay. But the reality is, anything where they go on for Nigeria right now, everybody they partake from them. And without us coming together to fight the common enemy, we cannot achieve it. And our leaders' greatest job.
Breaking news from Finland. Simon Ekpa is currently in court. And people are saying again, now the KANU was in court yesterday. Simon Ekpa is in court today. Sheikh Gumi that was deported is not in court. Miyetti Allah is not in court. Fulani S-men are not in court. The Igbos are alleging that there is a plan to silence them.
Yes, depending on your time zone and your location. Happy new month to all my friends, my subscribers, my followers. Happy new month to you guys. Since the first court sitting of Simon Ekpa's a lot of Biafrans have actually been reacting concerning if I'm in a court with Simon Ekpa's trial. So Ngala he couldn't settle down. Maybe this Biafran man, one night woke up forever. Credits to Extreme News for actually putting up this video together. He said a whole lot of things in this video concerning and regarding Simon Ekpa's trial. So Ngala he couldn't get a whole lot of things, even Wasatara NNAMDI KANU and the Biafran movement as a whole. So gay anti, ready for forever. You want to drop our opinion in a comment section. So start the video, can do wait for the updates. Watch out the rest of the video, guys. I'll be right back.
And there's no way the Igbos will ever rise up again with the way they are silencing their top people that are fighting with the agitations.
Now, wherever you're watching us, I remember my humble self, one and the only Biafran evangelist, Benjamin Johnson, SS Nachi. There's Simon Ekpa is in the court, is appearing today in the court to defend the allegation that Nigeria leveled against him. And as you can see, based on what has played in Nigeria here, day before yesterday and yesterday, you will find out that Nigeria has been looking for a way to and they have been in the system, blackmailing every Igbo man, and looking for a way to silence Igbo people, from voicing out or mentioning this country, a name called Biafra. They want that ideology to die, but they don't know that it is an ideology that can never, ever, and forever will never die. Even if when they thought that Asojuku died, that Biafra will die. Waziri Kenko, that's why the fact that Waziri betrayed the Biafrans by collecting betrayed. Yeah, Waziri betrayed. He himself knows. Somebody, the credible hand, the qualified man, a man who have the people at us stood up in person of NNAMDI KANU. You can see what happened yesterday. That the way he defeated Nigeria and how the Omotosho, struck the case, the evidence that Nigerian team, presented in the court, because everything they asked and everything they presented was under duress. And when it comes to duress, anything goes, because he admitted it and he said whatsoever he said, signed whatsoever he signed, just for the safety of life. And moreover, as at that junction, he was in a serious pain and bleeding. So for him to still live, to continue the struggle, to continue the fight, he has to agree with the Nigerian conditions, for him to continue. And glory be to God, yesterday He has defeated Nigeria, and today they are moving again in Finland. Just as you have said, they have been finding a way to make sure, they have been blackmailing us to silence us. What has Simon Ekpa, what has he done? He didn't do anything, just like NNAMDI KANU. Somebody to stand up to fight for his freedom. Is it a crime? Have you ever seen Simon Ekpa or Igbo man travel to Ondo to go and take life of anybody? Have you ever seen, Simon Ekpa or any Igbo man travel to Kebbi as we speak now to take the life of anybody? Have you seen Simon Ekpa or any Igbo man travel to Para State to take the life of anybody? Have you seen Simon Ekpa or any Igbo person travel to Plateau, Benue? I'm mentioning all these places that are not even the eastern region, that are in the north, that they are facing the chaos of a life, losing every day. If you are currently on radio, on news, you discover that in Kebbi State, a lot of massacre took place, and these are the allegations that took place in Nigeria, and Nigerian Fulanis are the one carrying out these activities, and they are leveling it upon Simon Ekpa, leveling it upon IBOB, they are leveling it upon NNAMDI KANU, just to blackmail us, just to paint us black, while we are standing as a light and standing with white. Listen and listen good. Simon Ekpa is appearing today in the court. It is good that once and for all, let's sort out this thing, let's settle this thing, let's face this matter and sort it once and for all. Yes, the same way NNAMDI KANU is leading, is winning here in Nigeria, here in the continent of Africa. So shall Simon Ekpa, conquer Nigeria as well in late Finland. Today, I am happy that he will be appearing in the court any moment from now. He's already in the court. Oh, glory be to God, he's already in the court. Let me know, I didn't check my time to know. He's already in the court, and glory be to God that he's in the court. And the same allegation, IPOB a terrorist. Only in Nigeria we are terrorists, but in the international world we are not terrorists. You can see Sheikh Gumi. What makes a whole Arab nation like Saudi Arabia to deport Sheikh Gumi? That is to tell you how terrible Sheikh Gumi is. But in Nigeria, they did not see him as a terrible person. They did not see him as a terrorist. But the Arab nation, Saudi Arabia, deported him. They said back to sender. Yes, back to sender. That's evil that Nigeria sent you to come and plant in our country. You will not succeed. Allah Maje, they now push him back to Nigeria. That is the meaning of back to sender, because they deported, they return him, they don't want him. And they don't want him. No good country. I must tell you, no good country on earth we welcome somebody like Sheikh Gumi. No good country on earth we welcome Tiala or Tuji Bello or Shakarau. All these people, are the leaders of Boko Haram, ISWAB, negotiator of Boko Haram, of terrorists in Nigeria, and Nigerian nation are welcoming them because they are terrorist nation. Because if they are not, then we will not welcome, all this kind of rubbish. Because these people are the ones terrorizing the country, vandalizing the, the economy, destroying the progress and the peace and the love of the citizens, and they are working freely. NNAMDI KANU, Nigeria is muzzling themselves, visiting the court. Simon Ekpa and the others, Nigeria is wasting the resources of the country, making sure that they're silent. But glory be to God that as they are making their effort, they are failing. As they are pushing it, they are still failing. And God will continue, to make Nigeria to fail, and Nigeria will continue to lose because of their, untruthful heart that they have, and that hatred mindset which they have towards every Igbo man. On this note, I still stand to still tell you, the same way NNAMDI KANU is defeating Nigeria here in Nigeria, the same shall Simon Ekpa defeat Nigeria over there in Finland.
I think I find that we saw on the news, yet Allah 13, if anybody touches any S-men in Nigeria, they declared war on those people. We are seeing the Igbo's are saying, why can't Nigeria simply for once declare those Mieti Allah a terrorist group? And again, we saw, for example, Fulani S-men are being termed the fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth most dangerous terrorist group in the world by the Global Terrorism Index all over the world, Fulani S-men. But Nigerians are yet to declare them a terrorist. The Igbos are saying this is unjust, this is unfair. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, it is unfair and it is injustice. And at the same time, that is what I have said before. You want me to repeat myself, and I'm going to do that. Nigeria is a terrorist nation. And that was why NNAMDI KANU see them as zoo and call them a zoo. Yes, these people are terrorist nation. That is why they condone terrorism. That is why they cannot call ISWAP a terrorist. They cannot call Boko Haram a terrorist. They cannot call Kakarawa a terrorist. They cannot call Mahmoud a terrorist. All these groups, both Al-Qaeda and Co that are coming, they cannot call them a terrorist because a terrorist nation can never see their children and call them a terrorist. They will definitely welcome them. But those ones that are not terrorists are the ones that they will call terrorists in order to blackmail those ones and let their own people walk freely and live freely to continue the atrocities that they are no wits. You understand? So I am not surprised if Nigerian government cannot open mouth, even in Tinubu government, to declare those people terrorists. I am not surprised because I believe that Tinubu himself, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is partnering with them. They have something in common. Yes, because if they did not, Tinubu by now should have, done that. Because see what is happening all over the country. Mention the state that is safe. No one. It's only Abia State and Lagos State is manageable. Just a little bit like it's a little calm. You understand? Was it not in Lagos the other time? Am I lying? That they capture about Boko Haram, how many number? Over 100. Then the other day, is it in Ondo State? They have encounter with what is it called? Amateku. Over 100 of them. Serious encounter with a gun battle, exchanging of bullets. You understand? That is to tell you, these people has gone viral to cause havoc, to cause mayhem on this country.
First things first, I've been saying to people, whether anybody likes it or not, that nobody can stop Biafra. No human being can stop Biafra. No human being can stop the sun from shining, whether you like it or not. No, it's not. See, Biafra is a spirit. I'm a Yoruba man. I have the spirit of Oduduwa in me. If you kill me, you cannot kill my spirit. Nobody. So Biafra is a spirit that no human being can conquer. You can't conquer it. Every Igbo man, whether you like it or not, you're a Biafra. Forget politics. People are not playing politics. No. It's not about politics. It's about the fact. Every man that was born in the East, they have this Biafra spirit in them. I have the Lua spirit in me. Other people have the Arewa spirit in them. Do you understand? Okay, let me give an example. After the Civil War, you bomb them, you destroy their properties. Then we saw children in videos with Kwashoko, big bellies, begging. We saw these videos. Then, what did God do for them? God made sure that today, they are everywhere, they are where they are. Because of that Biafra spirit in them, which no human being can conquer. It's a fact. Some people that are so afraid, I'm not a Biafra. You are a Biafra man. If you are an Igbo man, you are a Biafra man. Peter Obi is an Igbo man, is a Biafra man. For example, our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, Yoruba man, he said, "Oh, you are man." You can see, I am first an Ekpa person, then a Yoruba person, then before I'm a Nigerian. So an Igbo man first is a Biafran, then before he's a Nigerian. That's who he is. You can't deceive yourself. You can be deceiving yourself every time, but the truth will catch up with you one day. I said to people, even if you kill all the Igbo people and remaining one little child, that child is Biafra. That's why it cannot be defeated. They are everywhere now. And not everywhere. Where do you go that you won't see them? In shops, in marketplaces, all over the world. They're everywhere. So you can't defeat them. So Odin Kanu will only embolden them. Terrorist sponsors are not in detention in Nigeria. People, for example, even Sunday ago, the Obama that said he wanted to do it is free. Then why is NNAMDI Kanu in detention? Do you know what I'm saying? Now listen to me. When NNAMDI Kanu appeared in court, did you watch the court proceedings? When he appeared in court and he was speaking boldly. So my best friend is an Igbo person. He called me and said, I've watched the video. I said, what did you see from the video? He said, no, he just saw NNAMDI Kanu speaking. I said, you don't understand spiritual matters. The spirit of Dimodume Gojuku was speaking in NNAMDI Kanu that court proceeding. He was very bold. He was telling you, because you cannot try me in this court. It is the spirit of a man that makes a man, not the body. The body can die, but the spirit cannot die. Okay, after the civil war, why is Biafra still on people's lips today? It's not supposed to die because the spirit refused to die. That's what they don't know. The spirit refused. The body can die. The body is human flesh.
So it's from generation to generation.
No, but yes now. So whether you like it or not, whether you try to deceive yourself or not, it cannot go. Especially the way you are marginalizing them. You understand? Let me give an example. In education, in journalism, in law, Yoruba people, they are majorly there. That's why you see the NUG and everything, they are in Lagos, in Yoruba land. In military, majorly, people that are in military, majorly are the northern people. It's a fact. That's why you see military headquarters is in Kaduna State. In Nigeria, they talk about business, importers. They are majorly the Igbo people. But where is the seaport in Igbo land? That is the question. There's no seaport there. And it is deliberate. Or this thing is not deliberate. It's deliberate now. So until you make sure that if there's justice, fairness and equity in Nigeria, then all of us will be able to move forward. But if we keep deceiving ourselves, one Nigeria, this one is better than Nigeria, you are just, you cannot beat a child and ask the child not to cry. You know the truth. One Nigeria, don't see anything. It's just one Nigeria that looks like a Fulani country. One Nigeria that favors people and does not favor the other people. You understand? Give Igbo men seaports. Lagos will be depopulated. Give them seaports in their place. They have their place for seaports. And the people will say the Igbo land is landlocked. That's a big lie. The Igbo land is never landlocked. They have sea. Then you can give them seaports so that they can start importing something from their own place. Not that everything will be now contained in Lagos. You know what I'm saying? So these people are, God has blessed them in business. Because I told people, I said, after the civil war, I said, if assuming, see, naturally in Nigeria, the poorest people in Nigeria are supposed to be the Igbo people. It's a fact. Because you give some of them 20 pounds, properties have been destroyed, they have nowhere to go. But God bless them, and from their leaders, especially from, I know Anambra very well. That's why today in West Africa, the amount of billionaires that come from Anambra State cannot compare to anywhere. It's a fact. Go and Google it. In West Africa, Anambra have the highest number of billionaires. They are good in business. What did they do? You serve your guy many years, then after like 6 years, it gives you the shop, then you go again. That one that they now give shop today too, another person come and serve him. That's how they were able to remove themselves small by small out of poverty. Assuming they behave like this outside people, that they were giving people food and be begging, today they'll be the poorest because they fought a civil war. That's what ordinarily all these beggars that you see here and also naturally be the Igbo people is a fact, but they are not because their leaders are able to think and take them out of poverty the way they can. But the government seems to be against them. I mean the federal government. Give everybody, if you give a Hausa man the same opportunity, Yoruba man the same opportunity, give the people the same opportunity, Nigeria will be better than this. But because okay, this is your tripod, and I'll be saying it, Nigeria is like a tripod, these three things. If you remove one out of it, two cannot make it stand. You deliberately remove the people from them. You now give only Hausa and Yoruba. It's not, no, it's not, I mean, it's not good. It's not balanced. It's not balanced. It was a day one man there was very happy, Yoruba man. He said, Igbo Nigeria president, Igbo will never become president after Yoruba, after Hausa Yoruba. I said, I want to ask you a question. This useless Yoruba and Hausa and power, what have you benefited from it? Yeah, he said, no, not. I said, then thunder will fire you. You know that you're not benefiting, but you can't even say the truth, you're not benefiting anything from them. You are a Christian, you have the mind of God to tell people that no, this is right, this is not right. We cannot say we are one country and we are against a particular people. No president, to become president is wahala. Let me give you an example. In Nigeria, go and check it, every unitary school. If a Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo man want to write an exam, it's a fact. Unitary school, Yoruba man will get, they must have like 200 marks to be admitted. Igbo man like 200 marks to be admitted. Hausa man like 50 marks. I'm telling you, it's a fact. In unitary school in Nigeria, all of them. Now, if after Somebody 200 marks, another 200 marks, another 50 marks. They now got to school. If there's now a job in federal civil service, in NNPC, in CBN and all those things, the first person to be employed will be that person that have 50 marks. I said the country should go forward. Stop deceiving yourself. Oh, let us pray for Nigeria. You cannot pray for a goat and the goat will now become a cow. Pray for Nigeria. You have been praying for Nigeria for so many years. And it's not working because there is no justice, equity, and fairness. Until there is justice, equity, and fairness, then the country can thrive and move forward. And people will see that, oh, Nigeria is working. But for now, there's no justice, equity, and fairness. People are just deceiving themselves. You understand? There's no justice, there's no equity, there's no fairness. People are just deceiving themselves. I don't deceive myself. I'm a kind of person, I tell myself the truth. My father used to tell me, if somebody is deceiving you, it's better. But you don't deceive yourself. You don't deceive yourself. Nigeria cannot work like this. Yeah, you are sidelining a major tribe. And you make sure that they don't get to power. And by putting incompetent people in power. In 2015, and I told people, and this election, if you make
some people, I'm sure you guys have listened to what this man said here. This is actually coming from a Yoruba man. Now, like I do say every time, that you see the problem that we Nigerians have is ethnic bias, where they're trying to side by a particular tribe, saying that this tribe does not make sense. It's this tribe that has everything that is qualified to be the president of Nigeria, and that's one thing that is killing us in Nigeria that we are not aware of. That's one thing that is killing we Nigerians. When you're trying to select a particular tribe. Now take a look at what is now going on in Nigeria. Nigeria cannot work like this. We should stop deceiving ourselves with this so-called one Nigeria. There's no unity in Nigeria. And there's no unity anywhere. There's war. If anybody says there's no war in this country, that person is a liar. That person is a bloody liar. There's war in this country every day by day. Seriously, I still have to believe we need to still see if we can tell the government to start legalizing weapons for us so we'll be able to defend ourselves. So in case of anything happens, we need to start legalizing weapons. They need to legalize weapons for Nigeria so we can be using. You find out that if they legalize weapons in Nigeria, you find out that many Fulani terrorists are going to run. They are going to run because they have found out that everybody is not defending themselves. At least the insecurity is going to reduce. You can never hear of where they say that, okay, they arrested a Fulani person and he's in prison. You can never hear of that statement. The only statement to be hearing is that okay, they caught someone, he's from Southeast, he's in prison, we have jailed him. This to show you that we are doing our work. This Nigerian government can only test their work in another tribe that they don't like. But when it comes to their own tribe, they will not do their work there. They'll be doing injustice, inhuman. Look at what they're doing to NNAMDI KANU, inhuman treatment. Not just because he's an Igbo man, but because they have found out that, okay, this person is not only agitating for his family, he's agitating for the whole Nigeria. That's why you see they want to silence him, they want to put him in a particular position whereby they will not release him until they have achieved all their evil plans. Who knows, even when they're going to achieve all their evil plans, when our Nigeria government is full of greed, they will keep doing all that because they've found out that, okay, this particular person is someone who is going to expose us. Okay, thereby let us keep him in continuous detention. Let us look for even though he's in court, let us look for DSS witnesses that was going to lie against him, so that they will say, okay, this is what he did, this is what he did. Looking for every possible means to jail this man for life, which is not going to happen. Like I told you guys that the way NNAMDI KANU's trial is going to, we have 10 days. After 10 days now, NNAMDI KANU will start coming to court. That's June 2025. He will soon start arriving in court, and I will still keep updating you guys on what is going on about NNAMDI KANU's court case. That's in this June, because after 10 days from now, he will start appearing in court. That's to show you that they're looking for every possible means to silence this man, to jail this man. But thank God that the judge, because in all the trials we've been hearing, how it has been going, we found out that the judge is in the favor of NNAMDI KANU, just like they ruled the trial within trial, and before you know it, NNAMDI KANU won the trial within trial examination. So guys, you guys have seen what is going on. We have already stamped NNAMDI KANU's freedom. We have already sealed it. It's going to come to pass, whether the enemies like it or not. Anyone who is fighting NNAMDI KANU, that person is God is going to find that person back. Anyone who wants the downfall of this man, God is going to find that person back. When they say, okay, we need to pray, let them save Nigeria, God, please come and save Nigeria, God has already sent us someone so that's going to save us, but we have decided to imprison that person. We need to keep the person in continuous detention. That's one thing that Nigerians are not aware of. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. What do you really think about the victory of NNAMDI Kanu? Because very, very soon we'll be hearing of his release. So, guys, let me know your thoughts below. And also, if you know you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share. And also, don't forget to drop your comment below. So, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next live section.